Hey everyone, so what we're going to do is we're going to dive into the topic of premutation. Now, when we speak of premutation, all we're talking about is order combination, in which we have no repetitions, and this time order does matter. So when it comes to premutation, what is important? First, you need to see a big P, because that's going to let us know that we are in fact dealing with premutation and not combination, which is represented by a big C. Also, we need to identify our N and R. N represents the total number of objects, while R represents the number of objects that's selected. Now, how do we write this out? So P, you will have N to the left, and then you'll have R to the right. And this is important. Now, here goes an example. We have P with a 9 to the left and a 3 to the right. And if you haven't seen, it's already there. Let's determine our N and our R. Our N is represented by the 9, which is to the left, just like what's up top in the pink. And our 3 represents our R, which is to the right. Now, here goes the fun part. This is where the math comes in. Now, this is the formula that we're going to use to solve this. So it's going to be represented, or the formula is n factorial over n minus r factorial. Now, all we need to do, because we've already identified what is n, what is r, let's plug our numbers into the formula and then solve. Okay, so for n factorial, we'll have 9 factorial over 9 minus 3, bracket factorial. Now, when we talk about factorial, all we're saying, so let's go. When we say 9 factorial, we're saying 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to write back 9 factorial, and you'll see why, because I want to simplify first. At the bottom where we have 9 minus 3, we can simplify that to 6. 6 factorial. Now, we're going to go right back to where we're saying 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4. Like, we're going to do that now. So we'll have 9 times 8 times 7 times 6. And I'm going to stop at 6. And for good reason, because in our denominator, we already have 6 factorial, and that we can cancel out. So I won't have to go through all the way down to times 1, because we have in our denominator something that I can cancel out. So we'll stop right there. Now, all we need to do is multiply what we have, and that wasn't canceled. So it's 9 times 8 times 7, which is equal to 504. So that is our solution. I hope I made it simple, and I hope I made it easy for you to understand.